especially because I've had pink venom in my head all day long and I cannot get it out. It's so annoying. I'm like so tired of it. But yeah. So the reason why I am doing a surprise live, I was saying this before, and no, it's so good. I love that album. You can see my right there, my Square One album. I love Blackpink, and you can see the light stick right behind it. Anyway, I was setting up to film a video tonight or two or whatever, for next week. Hey, good morning, Nagato. Good to see you. And then this storm is blown in. You might be able to hear it a little bit in the background. Hi, Callum. It's good to see you again. Hello, hello. So anytime I set up to film, this storm would like blow and make all these crashing noises. And I was like, okay, I guess I can't. And then I would put it all away. And then the storm would quiet down. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's quieter now. And I'd set it back up, and then the storm would come raging again. Literally. So I just posted some stuff for my channel members. Callum will be able to see it, some whispered stuff. So I'm like, I'm all set up for filming, and I guess I'm not. So I'm like, maybe I'll just go live. Whatevs. Skinny Legend got to see Blackpink in Amsterdam, which is amazing. I got to see them in their first ever overseas concert besides their Coachella 2019 in LA, and it was amazing. I am like obsessed. Callum just got off their overnight shift. Congratulations for surviving your overnight shift. It's very hard to work nights. My brother-in-law is at work right now. It's 2 in the morning. He works overnight shifts. I won't say where because he wants to be very private. So all you're gonna know about him is that he exists. But yeah, it's really rough. So congratulations, Cal. Anyway, I figured everyone always wants to do trivia on surprised lives, which is totally fine. So I've got the trivia book. I also have my tablet here, so I could maybe do some like jet punk quizzes or something, or what's the other one? What's it called? Like pop quiz or something, I don't remember. One of the quiz websites, I could try to quiz you guys. But totally up to you. Otherwise, let's see, Callum worked 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. but stayed on 2 hours more because Christmas emptied your bank account. Well, yes, your bank account will be much happier. So, don't worry about it. Yeah. Hi, Omar. Oh, it's so good to see you, Omar. It's been a while. So yeah, we could play trivia if you guys want, or we could just hang out and chit-chat while I listen to the storm outside. Yeah, it's supposed to be very stormy this week, so hopefully videos get done. I'm like terrified that the power's gonna go out at some point this week. So, Omar has a history exam tomorrow. My goodness, you are so studious, Omar. Thanks, Nagato. Trivia sounds awesome. Could do a bit of both. Sure, Cal, that sounds great. Could hang out and do some relaxed trivia. Help Omar study. But yeah, I'm really hoping that I've never been in a power out that lasted more than like an hour in my whole life. I was really lucky in my childhood. Our house was right next to a hospital, so we were on the hospital's power grid. So our power never ever went out. Like maybe like once or twice ever for like a minute it went out. So I'm still not like well adjusted to power outages. So as much as I like to hear the rain and the wind outside and everything, I get anxious about power outages. Omar studying Muslim caliphs and the Holocaust. My goodness, that's a very depressing quiz. Hey, Valerian the Black Dread is here. Is a dentist. Wow, that's very good for you. Very noble profession. So yeah, since I hit monetize on this, I should probably not quiz you guys on the Holocaust. That's a bit depressing. Callum has fond memories of power cuts. They were super rare, but we'd get out candles and do something like play Monopoly. Yeah, exactly. Like, that was the best part of power outages for me, is doing a little activity. But I could never do it for long because then I'd get anxious. Nagato is German, so you can ask them about the Holocaust. Okay, this is a monetized stream, guys. Let's not go into too many details about the Holocaust, okay? Nothing too depressing, please. Oh my goodness, it's Omar's final. Oh, Omar, good luck to you. You're gonna nail it, don't worry, Omar. Titan says their last geography exam was to compare a country with a low HDI to the one you live in, and Titan chose Turkmenistan. That is an interesting country, isn't it? That is a wild one. That's one of those weird countries that, like, they're just so different from everyone else. Interesting exam. Alright. Yeah, I think that's pretty interesting. Let's do some fun trivia. I'm gonna go into the easy section and ask you guys some easy questions, because it's like a chill, relaxed night. How's that? Okay. How did it work out? We could talk about the Islamic Caliphate. That's not one of my specialty topics. I know the different. Yes, Turkmenistan has the rapping, horse-loving president. In terms of caliphates, I can tell you the different names, but not so much about the different rulers. That's where I'm kind of weak, and like very scientists in those different caliphates. But I know like I could just list them, but that's not very exciting. That's like listing like the British royal family houses. Anyway, I'm gonna quiz you guys at this. First question. Where would you find the seas of tranquility and nectar? Where would you find the sea of tranquility and the sea of nectar? You did a thesis on French World War I grave design. No, Callum, I think that's kind of interesting, to be honest. And Callum got it. It's the moon. The Sea of Tranquility and the Sea of Nectar are on the moon. Let's see. The meeting. Yeah, Mars or seas. Exactly. Good job, Titan. Titan is a moon of Saturn. The meeting of the waters, or encuentro das aguas in the local language, is the confluence of the dark waters of the Rio Negro with the wide waters of what famous river? So basically, the meeting of the waters is the meeting of the Rio Negro and what other river? If you know where the Rio Negro is, this is kind of an easy one. Titanic is beautiful. Interesting. And Callum got it. It's the Amazon. Yes, the Amazon River in Brazil. Amazon, mostly Brazil. Correct. Good job, you guys. Alright. Does some of it reach Peru? Technically, it begins in Peru. So, yes. there's a word for like where rivers begin, and I can't remember what it is. It's like where the river originates or something. I'm sure one of you guys know. You guys are so smart. Anyway, next question. The Chicxulub crater, believed to have been made by the impact of the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, is on the coast of which country? So basically, where can you find the Chicxulub crater? Exactly, Titan, the Chicxulub. Oh my gosh. It sounded like hail for a minute. Which country? There go, Titan got it. It's Mexico, yes. The Chicxulub crater is off the coast of Mexico. What Titan? Next question. What globally famous beverage was invented in 1896 as a tonic wine or patent medicine by Confederate Colonel John Pemberton in Columbus, Georgia? Callum already got it. It's Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola was invented by a Confederate colonel, but in 1896, so after the Civil War, but still. Anyway, that's interesting. I didn't know that. And yes, it's Coca-Cola. Next question. A popular food in Italy. What is a calzone? One of my favorite foods. Describe what a calzone is. A folded pizza. Good job, Callum. It is a pizza folded in half. Perfect. Delicious. Next question. I told you this would be easy. What country has the greatest surface area of... Pardon me. Callum hates pizza. Oh, Callum. Pizza's my favorite food. But anyway, Callum, I assume you're in the UK. I'm pretty sure I remember that. Pizza in the UK is terrible. I can say that from experience as a Californian. Pizza in the UK is terrible. Doesn't compare to pizza in America. Anyway, so I said, what country has the greatest surface area of water? As in, which country has more water? Like, I don't know how to describe it here. Callum doesn't like cheddar cheese. The Titan got it. It's Canada. Canada is the country with the greatest surface area of water. Yeah, Callum, if you ever come to St. Louis, Missouri, they use a cheese on their pizza that you can only find in Missouri, and it's really creamy and soft and really good. So, there are pizzas out there where they don't use cheddar, I promise, and it's so good. Next question. The Spanish riding school where Lipizan horses are trained in dressage is in which European capital city? So, in what city can you find the Spanish riding school? In what city is the Spanish riding school located? Not in London. And again, this is where they train the Lipizzaner horses, the best dressage horses in the world. Like the ones that do all the fancy things. like hopping on one foot and stuff. It is not in Madrid. It says, clue, it's not in Spain. The Spanish riding school is not in Spain. They teach Spanish riding techniques, but the school is not located in Spain. Also, I hope you guys are enjoying the whisper sounds. I figured I haven't done a whispered live for a long time, so. And I was about to record a whisper video, so I'm kind of in the mood to whisper. And Callum got it. It is in Vienna. It's in Vienna, Austria. Good job, Callum. Yep. Big dressage city for sure. You know, the Habsburgs were all about it, I'm sure, back in the day. Next question, and this will be easy for you guys because it's an either or question. By It is Cairo. Good job, Callum and Balerion and Titan. It is Cairo for sure. Cairo is a massive city. Much bigger than Johannesburg is also pretty big, but Cairo is gigantic. Very good, you guys. I wouldn't have normally asked that question during my regular trivia nights because everyone would answer. Because they only give you 2 options. But yeah, good job, you guys. Next question. What country's name is derived from the Latin for south? You know, I haven't watched House of the Dragon because I'm still heartbroken over how Game of Thrones ended. Callum got it, it's Australia. Hey Ryan, good to see you. Good morning to you. Very, very early for you. Is it good? I hear that it's good, but Callum's the first one who said that it's insanely good. So, hello Luca, welcome to my surprise, unscheduled live. It will completely mend your view of Game of Thrones. Okay, I'm just gonna have to check it out. My brother-in-law's watching Game of Thrones for the first time, and he just finished season 3. And after the Red Wedding, he was like, I don't want to watch anymore. And I'm like, no, you gotta keep going at least for a little while. He was really heartbroken over them. He actually got grumpy and stomped out of the room. He was really upset about it. He wasn't shocked, he was just disappointed. That's what I tell him, Callum, at least get through season 4 and you can leave then. I had to tell him, because he's like, I don't care what happens. And I'm like, don't you want to know what happens to Joffrey? I had to tell him that, I told him Joffrey gets murdered in it. And he's like, oh, okay, I might want to see that. I told him Pedro Pascal's in it. And he's like, okay, I might want to watch that. But I think I've got him. I think it'll take him a week or so, but he'll start it back up. But yeah, I love Game of Thrones. I hate that last season. It was so bad. So yeah, I'll check out House of the Dragon then for sure. Alright. If you've joined recently, we're playing trivia, believe it or not. Not talking about Game of Thrones. But this is a trivia / hangout, so there'll be questions and chit chat. So feel free to hop in and join the conversation. Or just relax to the ASMR. Next question. If you're attending an asado in Argentina, what sort of food would you be served? If you're having asado, what kind of food would you expect to be eating? If you're eating asado, which is so good, so good. It says Argentina, but I guess so. I always kind of associate asado with Brazil, southern Brazil. But I guess that's true. Oh, I can't say. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, what kind of food is asado in Argentina? Oh, the wind is blowing. It's very windy. One thing I've noticed about Reno is that, before any kind of storm, there's so much wind, and then the rain or snow comes or whatever. It kind of sounds like it's hailing right now. Did I stump you guys, or is my chat broken? Does anyone know what kind of food asado is? I can give you an A, B, and C option if you like. Or did I put everyone to sleep? Brazil's known for barbecue and stuff, so, says Callum, barbecue, and that is correct. It's grilled meat, or Ryan says spiced meat, correct. It's really delicious grilled meat, steak, etc. Yes, it's delicious. I almost said it's like churrasco, but then that would have given it away. But anyway, yes, it is barbecue essentially. Let's see. Next question. Situated next to London Bridge Station, the UK's tallest building goes by what sharp-sounding name? What's the nickname for the UK's tallest building? Located next to London Bridge Station in London. Balerion got it. It while he was overthrown in 2011, Colonel Gaddafi was the dictator of which country? It refracts the sunlight in a really cool way. That's so neat. The last time I was in London, the Shard did not exist. Libya is correct. It looks like Callum got it first, but you guys all knew that it's Libya. When I was last in London, the Gherkin was like the newest building that was built. So it's been like, it's been over 20 years now since I've been to London. I miss it a lot. Anyway, moving on. Alright, I'll give you guys this one. Another question I normally wouldn't, hold on, there's a bot. Hold on. He did have something to do with the Pan Am flight. I think they just, what was it? It was the one in Scotland, right? That they just got reparations, the Lockerbie bombing, that's the one, yes. That they just arrested or convicted people of that like a few weeks ago. I'm pretty sure. And it was people from, I want to say Libya and Egypt. I don't remember. I shouldn't say because I honestly don't remember. I just remember hearing that they finally got people like convicted of that attack. And they thought a Libyan plane shot down Davia 870 in 1980. I'm sure. Anyway, moving on from depressing topics. Which of these countries is not in South America? A. Chile. B. Suriname. C. Honduras. Which country is not in South America? This question's too easy for my subscribers. Titan got it first. It's Honduras. Yes, Honduras is in Central America, not South America. Good job. Honduras is in Central America. Next question. Oh, sorry. The Russian port of Vladivostok lies next to which ocean? Let me grab a sip of water real quick. Hold on. Nice sound. Callum got it first. It's the Pacific. I think it might be the Sea of Okhotsk. I am not positive. They're just looking for the ocean, and that ocean is the Pacific. Oh my gosh, TT Infection sent me a super chat with a very correct fact. Top 3 biggest empires in the world. Number 1 is the British, number 2 is the Mongols, and number 3 is the Russian. Very good, TT Infections. Thank you so much for the chat and the fact. I know a couple times I've asked questions that are, what is the biggest empire that's ever existed? And people say the Mongols, and I'm like, no. It was the Mongols, but then the British became the biggest. Thank you so much, TT, for that super chat. I love it. That makes me happy. Alright. I love it. Next question. What is the largest country in the Middle East by area? Congrats us, says Callum. Oh yeah, definitely, Ryan. Mongolia is still very influential. It's just, there's a big difference between Mongolia today and the Mongol Empire. Very different culture. And Callum got it. Yes, I looked at the wrong question for a second. It is Saudi Arabia is the largest country in the Middle East by area. And then the next question that got me confused for a second is, and what is the largest country in the Middle East by population? So what is the most populous country in the Middle East? This might be, you guys are smart. I think you guys are going to get this one. Yep, Titan got it. It's Egypt. Correct. Egypt are in Asia. That's true. The Sinai Peninsula is in Asia. It borders Iraq and Iran. So yes, it's Titan. All right, we'll go off Titan's judgment and say that Turkey is in the Middle East. Okay, I guess. Now I guess the question is that Callum is proposing is, does Turkey have a larger population than Egypt? Which I do not know. That's pretty close. Because Istanbul and Cairo are both massive cities. I know technically Istanbul is the most populous country in Europe. Technically, I think. I don't know. Titan says no, so we're going off of Titan. Titan is our decision maker tonight. It is not bigger than Egypt by population. Moving on to this very easy question. Do we say Near East anymore? No idea. Ask Titan. Titan is the one making our decisions. Alright, this one's easy, especially for Callum. Heathrow Airport serves which major European city? Hey, North Sky, good to see you. Oh, it's so good to see you. Doing these very late night lives or early morning lives. For some viewers, I get to see some that don't normally get to come. And Callum got it first. It is London. Heathrow Airport services London in the UK. Very good. Next question. In what Australian state would you find Cradle Mountain, one of the country's top tourist sites? So in what Australian state can you find Cradle Mountain? Not Queensland, Ryan. Good guess. It's not Queensland. I mean, there's only so many states, so it is not New South Wales, Callum. Good guess. I mean, they have like, what, 6 states, so it's gonna get it in a minute. Right, is it 6 or 5? I think it's 6. It is not Victoria, Callum, and Titan. Keep going. One man is here and guessed South Australia, but it is not South Australia. Northern Territories is not a state, Callum. It is not a state, and Titan got it. It's in Tasmania. There you go. Don't forget Tasmania. Cradle Mountain is in Tasmania. Very beautiful place from what I hear. Here's a picture. Let's see if I can do this. I'm going to cover up the answer. The question is, which famous writer is associated with this building? Which famous writer is associated with this building? Oops. Which famous writer is associated with this building? It is Shakespeare. Good job, Callum. It's the Globe. Thank goodness. It's the Globe Theatre. So, yes, it is Shakespeare. Alright. Next set of questions. When was school? Oh, that's so cool, Callum. I saw it when I was in London, but I didn't get to go in. Owing to the large number of computer and tech companies located there, including Apple, Intel, and Hewlett-Packard, by what name is the Santa Clara Valley in the San Francisco Bay Area more usually known? And Callum got it first. It is Silicon Valley. Silicon Valley, yes. Titan, make sure there's no E at the end, otherwise it becomes Silicon Valley. There you go, Silicon. TT says my friend is Lebanese, and he said they're the modern day Phoenicians. I mean, your friend is not wrong. Technically, I suppose the Lebanese are modern day Phoenicians, although Phoenician culture is very different from Lebanese culture, but same difference, right? Yes, it is Silicon Valley. I used to live just north of Silicon Valley. But yeah, moving on. Next question. A refuge for lions, elephants, hippos, zebras, and many other animals. Kruger National Park is in which country? In what country can you find Kruger National Park? A place on my bucket list. I want to go to Kruger so bad. Valerian got it first. It is South Africa. Yes, it is located in South Africa. I want to go there and Cape Town so bad. Next question. Eaten throughout the Indian subcontinent, what sort of foodstuff is a roti? Yeah, the kukarand. Yes, I want to go so bad. What kind of food is roti? Roti. That's eaten in India. And Callum got it first. It is flatbread. Yes, very good, you guys. It is flatbread. Let's see, next question. Roti is like tortilla, pretty much. Round flatbread, pretty much. Valerian's from India. Perfect. That's so cool. I was just thinking, like, man, I don't get a lot of Indian people here. Usually on these early morning ones, I get lots of people from India. But here's Valerian the Black Dread in India. Perfect. It's kind of like a tortilla. This is Callum. Next question. Stretching for over 5,600 kilometers and designed to protect sheep from attacks by wild dogs. The longest fence in the world was built in the 1880s across which country? You know, Indian food is like superior. It's so good. And yeah, I see more naan than roti for sure. Titan got it. It's Australia. Australia is where you can find the world's longest fence. Very good. Next question. What is the name of the sea that separates Egypt from Saudi Arabia? Easy one for you guys. Naan is so delicious. I agree. Naan's like the best bread. Have you seen those Australian mega long land train trucks? Yeah, they are wild. They're huge. Titan got it first. It's the Red Sea. That's too easy for you guys. But yeah, the like train trucks, they're crazy long. Like unbelievably long, but necessary. Next question. If your plane ticket has you down as traveling from SEA to SYD, between which two cities are you flying? So pretty much what airport codes are SEA and SYD? This one is like, yeah, Callum got it. Seattle and Sydney. Very good. One man got it too. Seattle and Sydney. That one's easy. Solomon Islands, says Ryan. Not quite SEA as Seattle. I wonder what the Solomon Islands airport code is. I do not know. I hear rain. The rain is here. Alright. At least for now. Next question. The Mauer is the German word for which iconic structure? What is the Mauer in English? This one's a little hard, but I'm sure you guys have got it. Titan says a wall. I need you to be more specific. What wall is the Mauer? I mean, the most famous wall in German history. There you go. Titan got it. The Berlin Wall. Yes. The Berlin Wall. Very good. Mauer is wall. Yes, exactly. Apparently it's the Mauer. In Swedish, it's mur. Well, interesting. Very close, I suppose. Next question. In the traditional Japanese dance drama, kabuki, all the parts are played by who? question, a space question. Which planet is closest in size to the Earth? Which planet is closest in size to the Earth? And Titan got it. It's Venus. Very good. You guys all got it. Venus is the answer. They're almost the same size. Mauer is where we get the word mural. Oh, how interesting. That's so cool, Callum. Thank you. It does not have the least amount of water. Yes. Yeah, it has lots of acid though. That belongs to the moon. That's so true. Very good, Titan. Man, my space videos last year were like my least successful videos on my channel. They got the least amount of views out of any other kind of video on my channel. So I'm retiring space videos for now until I get some requests to do more space videos because I love space. Hi JD. Welcome to my surprise live stream. I love space. I consider space geography. But apparently no one else does. Thank you, JD. We're playing some trivia. So let's move on to the next question. This one's long, so if you know it from the beginning, just answer. In what country can you find the Pamukkale, or Content Castle, known for its rolling white terraces of calcium carbonate formed by mineral-rich springs? Where can you find Pamukkale? Let me get some chapstick real quick. Or Vaseline, I should say. I'm obsessed with Vaseline. Here we go. Oh, maybe I can kind of sort of. Yeah, not really. I literally bought this almost a year ago. I've had it for 1 year and 1 week, and I've gotten through that much. JD got it. It is in Turkey. Yes. Pamukkale is in Turkey. My lips got super chapped all of a sudden. Maybe it's the weather. I don't know. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Get some Vaseline on my hands. Okay. Next question. Now an entertainment and concert venue. What was the original name of the giant dome-shaped marquee built for the year 2000 celebrations in North Greenwich, London? What's the name for the big stadium that was built for the year 2000 in London? The Millennium Dome. One man got it first. It is the Millennium Dome. Good job, good job, good job. Next question. Juan Domingo Perón was elected president of which South American country 3 times? What country was Juan Domingo Perón president of? Elected 3 times. Is the Millennium Dome same as the O2? I'm not positive. One man got it first. It is Argentina. He was president of Argentina. Next question. In what country would you find the Franz Josef Glacier and the Fox Glacier? In what country can you find the Franz Josef Glacier and the Fox Glacier? Not Austria, Callum. There are lots of famous glaciers in Austria, but not the Franz Josef Glacier. Ryan got it. It's in New Zealand. Yes. The Franz Franz Joseph Glacier, even though he was emperor back in Europe. The glacier in New Zealand is named after him, I suppose. Maybe it's a different Franz Joseph. I do not know. Moving on. Alright, here's an A, B, and C option for you guys. Since there's so few of you here, we can do these kinds of questions. Which of these rivers empties into the Gulf of Mexico? Is it A, Mississippi, B, Amazon, C, Colorado? Which river empties into the Gulf of Mexico? The Mississippi, the Amazon, or the Colorado? Looks like Valerian got it first. It is A. Hi, Fear. Good to see you. Welcome to my surprise live. You all got it. That's an easy one. It's the Mississippi River. Once colonized by the French, correct, right? They still speak some French Creole there to this day. Next question. Site of the pyramids of the sun and moon. In what country would you find? I'm sorry, I'm trying to not to hiccup. In what country would you find the ancient city of Teotihuacan? There it is. Okay, the bubbles popped. In what country can you find Teotihuacan? And Fear got it first. It is Mexico. Mexico is the correct answer. How many people here are from Scandinavian? So many. Callum has to go. Bye, Callum. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. And I just put up some whispered content for my channel members, so you can check that out once your phone is charged. But yes, Teotihuacan is in Mexico. Next question. Yeah, Norse guys from Norway. I think there's like 3 or 4 of you here from Scandinavia. Awesome. Next question. Which of Europe's capital cities was largely destroyed by an earthquake in 1755? What European capital city was totally wrecked by an earthquake in 1755? Very famous earthquake. It is not Athens, Fear. It was Lisbon. Good job, Titan. The answer is Lisbon. Pretty much demolished the city, and wasn't it on Christmas Day? Like, I remember watching a thing about it in school. Like, tons of people were in church when it happened, and the church collapsed all over. Oh, that sounds horrible. But anyway, and a tsunami. That's true. It also triggered a tsunami. Next question. What is the name of the river that flows through India and Bangladesh, discharging into the Bay of Bengal, and is considered holy by Hindus? Every once in a while, the wind blows just so, and I can hear the raindrops on my window. It was the Ganges I was going for. Sorry, Valerian, our resident Indian, not the Brahmaputra, but I was looking for the Ganges. Yeah, there you go, the Ganges River. Next question. Consisting of wheat noodles in broth, ramen is a dish from which country? Man, all the food they're talking about in these quizzes is like my favorite foods. Veer got it. It is Japan. Yes. Yeah, the Brahmaputra, it merges into the Ganges and then empties out into the Bay of Bengal. Correct. Beautiful place in the world. I'm obsessed with ramen. Instant noodles were invented in 1958. Wow, that long ago. You'd think that would be a more modern invention. There is this ramen place in Japantown in Los Angeles that is like, it's the best I've ever had. I've been there like 4 or 5 times now, I want to say. So freaking good. Anytime I'm in LA, I'm at that ramen place. It's delicious. Ramyun is from Korea, correct. What's the difference between instant and regular ramen? ramen has a bunch of like different vegetables and toppings and egg and different sauces and things in it. It's amazing. It's kind of like pho, but I like ramen more than pho, to be honest. Moving on from food topics. Seaweed, yeah, totally. Next question. What is the only country that occupies an entire continent? Easy one. Which country occupies an entire continent? Yep, Veer got it first. It is Australia, correct. The answer is Australia. Alright, Callum, our Brit is gone, so here comes a British question that Callum cannot answer. What birds are traditionally associated with the Tower of London? According to legend, if they ever leave the tower, the country will fall. Not crows, Veer. It is not crows. It's ravens. Yes, there you go, Veer. There is a difference between crows and ravens. Ravens are way bigger, like double the size of a crow, and they're much more vicious than crows, but just as intelligent. So yeah, if you've never heard about the ravens of the tower, they're like kept in a special place, and they're watched over by people. The Raven Master is the person that takes care of them. And yeah, they're said that if the ravens ever fly away from the tower, the country of the UK, I guess, or England would collapse. Pretty interesting. Ravens are so beautiful. They're literally like the size of like, let's see, a raven is the size of like a small dog, but not like a chihuahua, like a King Charles Spaniel. They're big birds. Next question. What tire company produces an internationally renowned series of restaurant guides in which outstanding establishments are awarded up to 3 stars? Veer got it, it's Michelin. Now, why does a tire company give out food awards? I do not know. Does anyone know why? Because I always thought, like, for the longest time that it was a coincidence that, like, the Michelin stars and the Michelin tires were just 2 different things with the same name. But they are not. Why is that? I do not know. Unless one of you guys know. I'll have to look that up on another day. Assuming India has all of Kashmir, that gives it a small border with Afghanistan. Yes, I suppose, but that's a bit contentious, Titan. Kashmir is one of those very hotly debated borders of the world. But yeah, that's interesting. India's so big. Next question. What is the name of the pilgrimage to Mecca that all Muslims are supposed to undertake once in their lifetime, if they are physically and financially able to do so? What is the pilgrimage to Mecca known as? Titan got it, it's the Hajj. The Hajj is the pilgrimage to Mecca. One of my friends did her Hajj like October 2019. Like perfect timing right before the pandemic. Oh, I was so glad she got to do it before everything shut down and she wouldn't have been able to go. Perfect timing. The ASMR journey. No, can you? Oh, that would be. No one's allowed to film in there, so. Like, imagine if there was like an ASMR Hajj. No, that's really disrespectful. No. No. There's so many rules you have to follow for the Hajj. I know my friend, we're Pokemon Go buddies, and at the time there was a Pokemon you could only get in the Middle East, and she's like, I can't catch it. I'm on the Hajj. And I'm like, you can't go on your phone for like 1 minute. And she's like, nope, you cannot. course, they're very weird, and we have Russia to thank for that. Thanks, Imperial Russia. Moving on. Easy one. Botany Bay is an area of which Australian city? Which Australian city has Botany Bay? I was watching fireworks around the world with my sister on New Year's Eve, and we saw some cool fireworks over Botany Bay. Where is, or in what city can you find Botany Bay? Sort of like, yep, Valerian got it. It is Sydney, yes. It's like Plymouth Rock is to America as Botany Bay is to Australia. Like, that's where it all began. Next question. Alright, here's a food that I actually do not like at all. The Japanese dish of small balls or rolls of vinegar-flavored cold rice is known as what? Small balls or rolls of vinegar-flavored cold rice. Rice is the key ingredient in this dish. It's not takoyaki. I love takoyaki. Not natto. Not a fan of natto. This is something I guess people don't kind of realize, that rice is the key ingredient in this dish. Usually people think it's something else, but I'm not going to go into detail because then it's going to give away the answer. But it's an easier answer than you think. I guarantee you all have heard of this or maybe even eaten it. I despise it. I think it's disgusting. I don't like cold food. Sushi, yes, JD got it. It is sushi. If it has rice in it, it is sushi. If it does not have rice in it, if it's just fish and whatever else you wrap up in it, then it's sashimi. But if there's rice in it, it is sushi. I can't stand it. It's cold and slimy, and I do not enjoy it. No, thank you. I do not like sushi. Although, Veer, I bet there's some good sushi places around you. No, I do not. It's a texture thing. I don't like sushi. Yeah, I know I'm crazy, but I'm not a sushi person. I don't like the texture of it. And it's cold. Koreans have their own version of sushi called kimbap. Yes, I've never had that. I wonder if that's better. Kimbap. I like Korean food. Anyway, moving on. La Scala is an opera house situated in which Italian city? In what Italian city can you find La Scala, the opera house? It's not in Rome, Veer. You don't like it, JD. It's just the cold sliminess of sushi. I'm not into it. Veer got it first. It's in Milan. Hey, David, welcome. It's in Milan. Let's see. Next question. One of the largest insects in the world, the Goliath beetle, is native to which continent? In what continent can you find the Goliath beetle? Titan got it. It's in Africa. You can find it in Africa. Surprisingly, David, it's not in Australia. You would think something like that, a giant insect, would be Australia, but these are in Africa. Another bubble, but I think it's going down okay. Next question, a sports question this time. The Major League Baseball season culminates each autumn in a series of games known as what? Basically, what are the finals in baseball known as? You can find the Beatles in Uganda, apparently, according to Ryan. Not the Grand Slam figure. There you go, North Sky got it. It's the World Series. Even though it's only between teams in the US and Canada, it's called the World Series for whatever reason. Yeah, exactly. How is it the World Series? Who knows? The Grand Slam tournament is like a for fun thing before the World Series, where all of like the hardest hitters compete to see who can hit the hardest, like who can like make the ball go the farthest. Fear says that Finland has their own version of baseball. That's their national sport. Valerian says, what is the Super Bowl? That is American football. American football is the Super Bowl, and it's coming up in a couple weeks. And American football is like the biggest sport in America. Like everyone's going like nuts right now in America over the different games playing. You know what's weird about the Super Bowl tournament? You know how like in the World Series, in the Stanley Cup, it's a series, like it's a best of 7 between the two teams. In American football for the World Series, there's only one game. So it's not a series, they have one shot to win. They don't do like different series. It's wild to me. Like one mistake and you've lost everything. I don't understand it. But moving on. Oh, look at this. We were just talking about this a couple minutes ago. Next question. The skyscraper that stands at 30 St. Mary Axe in the city of London is better known by what nickname? Also the name of a pickled vegetable. Vegetable. It's not the shard, Ryan. Not the shard. That's called that because it's shaped like a shard. The radish. Maybe they call it that in Finland, but that's not what they'd call it in the UK. Not. It's a certain type of pickle, not a cucumber, Luca. It's a certain kind of pickle. It's not kimchi. You know, at North Sky, I'm the same. I'm not a fan of American football, but there is something about the Super Bowl where it's like all like the culmination of everything. It is the gherkin. There you go, Fear. A gherkin. Gherkins, I think, are disgusting, and I love pickles. Gherkins are like really, really sweet, sugary pickles, and to me it tastes so foul. I hate it. I just like regular pickles. I do not like gherkins, but yeah, the building is pretty much shaped like a gherkin. Vinegar pickles. Well, pickles. Okay. Pickles are cucumbers and vinegar. I think gherkins are like cucumbers, vinegar, and like other things that make it taste disgusting. But yeah. What is the currency of Turkey? What is the name for money that they use in Turkey? The lira. Very good, Fear. It is the lira. That was a quick one. Lira, sister. The lira. Here comes another easy one. What major sea separates So marzipan. Oh, I didn't even have to restate it. If you got it, it's almonds or almonds, like they say in some parts of the United States, but we say almonds. It is almonds. The Mediterranean Sea, 14 kilometers at its narrowest point. Isn't that like Gibraltar, Ryan? Yeah, marzipan's disgusting. It is so freaking sweet. You know what it is? I've kind of had this revelation a few weeks ago that I like honey, but if honey is a major ingredient in something, I can't stand it. I just like honey on its own, or maybe a little bit in tea. But when honey's like a major ingredient, like baklava and stuff, princess cake, I have not heard of that. But if there's marzipan on it, I'm not a fan. It's too sweet for me. I get people that have crazy, like sweet tooth, but marzipan is way too sweet for me. And I think it's the honey. I think honey mixed with things, pistachio baklava. Thank you. Baklava's too sweet for me. Oh man, there's a pot back. Hold on. North Sky loves marzipan. To each their own, I suppose. There's the pot. Hold on. 1 moment, please, while I remove this pot. There we go. There's a spam. Yep, I got it. Next question. Which of these South American countries is largest by area? Is it A, Chile, B, Peru, or C, Argentina? Which of those countries is largest by area? Fear, you gotta wait for the options. It is C, Argentina. Good job, North Sky. Yeah, Fear, I know it's different. Since there's so few people here, I can ask those kinds of questions. Normally, when there's like 20, 30 people in here, those kinds of questions are impossible to ask, but I can ask them now. Next question. What is the region of southeastern France famed for its lavender and sunflower fields? What's the name of the southeastern region of France famous for lavender and sunflower fields? It's not called Providence Sphere, but I know what you're trying to say, and I'll give it to you. It's called Provence. Provence, spelled the same as the word province, but it's pronounced Provence. Yeah, it's called Provence. Beautiful place. I've never been, but I've heard that it's like one of the more beautiful parts of France. Next question. What is the biblical sounding name of the collection of limestone stacks off the coast of Port Campbell National Park in Victoria, Australia? What's the name of the limestone stacks off the coast of Port Campbell National Park in Victoria, Australia? And it says it's a biblical sounding name. Any guesses? Not the 10 Commandments. Good guess though, Fear. That's very clever. I will. Well, let me wait like 1 more minute, see if anyone has a guess. This crowd right now is the kind that just like waits till someone gets it. Fear's the only one that makes wild guesses, but that's okay. It is the 12 blank. The 12 blank. The 12 blank. They're a bunch of rocks, so they're the 12. What? The 12 apostles. There you go, Fear. It's the 12 apostles. That's what they're called. The 12 apostles. Next question. In what sea does the island of Jamaica lie? JD knows it now. In what sea can you find Jamaica? Here's an easy one for you guys. In what sea can you find Jamaica? Titan got it. It's the Caribbean. Yes, the Caribbean. Or Caribbean, I guess. You could say it both ways, but the Caribbean. Very good, very good. Next question. Cartagena was told by someone from this country that you can say it either way. But I guess Cartagena. It's not Spain or Morocco. Good guesses though, context clues, right? Cartagena is a major port in which country? It is not Denmark, Valerian. It's not Algeria. It's not Portugal. You guys are a little off. JD got it. It's Colombia. It is in Colombia. Cartagena is on the coast of the Caribbean, actually. Cartagena protocols related to it. I don't know. Maybe. Because it is named after a place in Spain, right? But yeah, someone on my Colombia video, because I said, is it Cartagena or Cartagena? Because I've heard both. And someone replied that you can say it either way. So, okay. Anyway, moving on. What is the official language of the Canadian province of Quebec? Or as they would say, Quebec. What's the official language of Quebec in Canada? It is French. Good job, Fear. That's an easy one. They speak French there. Next question. Odessa is a Ukrainian port on which body of water? On which body of water can you find Odessa? Yeah, Fear. It's true. Titan got it first. It's the Black Sea, correct? The Black Sea. The Black Sea. Here's another picture question. It says, oh, I don't think you even need the picture. It describes it perfectly. It says, what is this? Because it shows a picture. What is this ancient monument found on Salisbury Plain in southwest England? Yeah, the Black Sea. That makes me think of my Catherine the Great video about how important it was to get the Black Sea. So you have a warm water port, and if you got it, it's Stonehenge. I don't even have to show you the picture because it is Stonehenge. It's an easy one. If you were here earlier and saw that super chat that I got, here's the exact same question. They said, what was the largest empire in history? I too love Stonehenge. It is so beautiful and so hauntingly amazing. It was very peaceful when I was there. It was not the Roman Empire. What's the meaning of Stonehenge? I'll get to that in a second. Valerian got it. It's the British Empire. Yes, I think you were there when this person said it. It is the British Empire. Was the largest empire. Alright, so Stonehenge. Yeah, okay, hold on. The Mongolian Empire had the most land, but the British Empire is technically the largest ever. So yeah. A henge. A henge is a place where you find lots of arranged stones. I don't know how to describe it, but when people purposefully take stones and put them in a shape of some kind, it's called a henge. Hence Stonehenge. So you could use the word henge to describe any kind of rock circle. And yeah, sun worshipping people constructed it very, very, very long ago. So, oh, I see. You're asking what Stonehenge is for, not what Stonehenge means. My bad. Yes, Stonehenge was made for some kind of ritual that we will probably never truly know. Moving on. Ooh, that's gonna be too hard. Let's see. It was pictures of silhouette of city skylines. You had to guess what city it was. There are henges in Ireland. Oh yeah, there's tons. There are different henges, stone circles around the world, but I guess they only really call them henges in Great Britain and Ireland, that corner of the world, Anyway, moving on. Alright, here's an A, B, and C question, so don't answer till you hear all the options. Oh, thank you, Kiluminados. That's a cool name, thank you so much. Which of these countries has the smallest number of active volcanoes? Is questions. Served as a snack in Italy, what are arancini or arancini? I think it's arancini based on its spelling. I've never had this food. Arancini. I can write it in the chat if you guys want, but we'll see if anyone knows what it is. Arancini. It's an Italian snack. We don't have those in Italian restaurants in America, apparently. Arancini. Yeah, close. There you go, JD got it there. Arancini. Arancini. Orange and something. I don't believe so. Oh, the C sounds like CH, so it's arancini. Thank you, Titan. Arancini. It's not chips. Pod. There's a pod. I don't see a pod. Unless it's a typo. Arancini. So it is hard to see, I suppose. Arancini. I can give you guys some options. How about this? It is either A. There's a spam account. I don't see it here. It's not in my chat. I do not see it. I'm sorry. I would block it if I could see it, but I do not see it. I hope it's not too disruptive. But arancini, here are your options. It is either A. Oranges, B. Pizza slices, or C. Rice balls. A. Oranges, B. Pizza slices, or C. Rice balls. Yeah, I don't see any spam. But JD got it first. It is C. Rice balls. Yes, they are rice balls. I like rice, so I'm sure I'd like it. Next question. In live chat, not top chat. Well, let's see. Live chat. I didn't even know there was a difference. Alright, I think my chat's frozen now because I swapped it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Alright, let me block it. There we go. Top chat filter spam. Okay. Yeah, okay, I'll leave the live chat on then. Guess, yeah. You know, that's interesting because in my trivia, I get people that are like, I said the answer, but no one saw it. So maybe that's because it didn't come out in top chat. So I'll have to remember to make sure to have live chat on when I do my trivia nights. That's really interesting. Alright. Moving on. I did not know that feature was there. The Galapagos Islands belong to which country? Which country do the Galapagos Islands belong to? Which country controls the Galapagos Islands? And Titan got it. It is Ecuador. Very good, Titan. The answer is Ecuador. Very, very good. Next question. What is the holiest city in Islam? What is the holiest city in Islam? It is Mecca. Good job, Fear. The answer is Mecca. You have a laundry turn. Okay. Take care of your laundry, Fear. Next question. What is the largest land animal on Earth? I like that phrasing of the question because it implies that there are large land animals on other planets. What is the largest land animal? Alright, Veer, you have to be more specific about what kind answer is African elephant. Next question. Which river forms part of the boundary between the USA and Canada? What river forms part of the boundary between the United States and Canada? Yeah, big body and big ears. African elephants are my favorite, even though I've been acquainted with elephants in my past, and like Asian elephants are so affectionate, but the African elephants are just like silly. They're goofy. The Asian elephants are very sweet. Speaking of, I've got Topple right here, the elephant. They've got some really big animals on Mars, right? It's the largest land animal on Mars. The Opportunity rover, I guess, I don't know. What was the question again? Oh, which river forms the boundary between the United States and Canada? Think, like near New York, up there. It's not the Colorado. Think, yeah, like around New York or so. The St. Lawrence, very good, Balerion. It is the St. Lawrence River. Next question. Alright, I don't think there's any South Americans here to correct my pronunciation. The Torres del Paine is one of the most visited national parks in which mountainous South American country? I was watching a video on it, and they said it differently, and I was like, oh, I have to remember that's how you pronounce it, and I've forgotten. So I think it's like Torres del Paine or something like that, but in English you would say Torres del Paine. Who knows where you can find the Torres del Paine? It's in Chile. Very good, Titan. It's in Chile. If anyone knows how to correctly pronounce it, let me know. Next question. What number is considered unlucky in China and several other Asian countries? What number is considered unlucky in China? It is 4. The number 4, correct, Titan? It is the number 4. My old landlady was from China, and if my rent ever came out to like something and 54 cents, she would change it to 53 cents. She never let the rent end in the number 4. I thought that was charming. But yeah, it's like a big bad number in many countries. Next question. What is the name of the Day of Remembrance held on April 25th to honor members of the Australian and New Zealand Armed Forces who have died in military campaigns? Yeah, 8 sounds right. JD got it. It's Anzac Day. Correct. The answer is Anzac Day. Next question, and it's an easy one. What is the capital of Ukraine? What is the capital of Ukraine? I think everyone in the world knows this now. What is the capital of Ukraine? And Titan got it first. It's Kiev. Yes, Kiev. And apparently, I learned this when I was researching Ukraine before. This was in like November 2021. That the way they spell it in like Latin in Ukraine is K-Y-I-V, because the way the Russians would spell it in the Roman alphabet is K-I-E-V. So, like, Ukrainians prefer K-Y-I-V to spell it that way. Belgrade in Serbia is Beograd, and there it is in Cyrillic. I really need to practice my Cyrillic. I used to have it down, but now I've like completely forgotten it because I didn't practice it constantly. Yeah, exactly. Slavic Ukraine. Next question. What European country is the largest by area? What's the largest country in Europe by area? And I suppose this does not count Russia because Russia is not on here. guys give me an answer. A goddess. Where was this goddess worshipped? Oh, that's exactly what I was looking for, Titan. The Roman goddess of love. I needed Roman goddess and love to have the correct answer. Venus is the Roman goddess of love. Belerion in Greek, she's Aphrodite, but in the Romans called her Venus. I'll address that in my next Greek mythology video. They talk about how the names changed in the Roman culture, but they're the same gods and goddesses. Next question. Alright, this is an A, B, and C multiple choice, so pay attention until the end. Which of these African countries doesn't have a coastline? Is it A, South Africa, B, Egypt, or C, Ethiopia? Which country does not have a coastline? North Sky got it first. It is C, Ethiopia. Ethiopia is landlocked, even though it's huge, but there have been wars and things, and ongoing wars and things over the coastline. Yep, Ethiopia lost it in 1993 with Eritrea. Correct. Still a bit contentious, but moving on. The people who live in this country call it Nippon. What do we call it in English? In their language, they call it Nippon. What do they call it in English? And Veer got it first. It is Japan. Correct. Japan is the answer. Alright. My lips are so chapped. I don't know. It's snowing, says Veer. Oh, cool. I wonder, can I... Hold on. Can I peek outside and see if it's snowing here? It is raining here. Not snow yet, but there's definitely a lot of rain happening outside. It's just, I don't have a roof. I have an upstairs neighbor, so you can't hear the rain hitting the roof, sadly. Next question. Alright, this is an A, B, and C again. Which of these nations does not have an official national day? Is it A, the USA, B, the UK, or C, France? Which country does not have a national day? It is B, the UK. Good job, Veer. The UK does not have a national day, but the US and France definitely do. Definitely. I've celebrated both in both countries, and yeah, Bastille Day was wild in France. Moving on. In 2011, a devastating earthquake hit which New Zealand city? North Sky says it's not snowing, but you got enough snow already. Awesome. I'm excited for it to snow again because all of our snow literally melted yesterday. So it's gonna snow again and we'll get our snow back. And North Sky got it. It is Christchurch, which, like I said in my New Zealand video, that is not a word I can say with my accent. I have to say it in my very deliberate ASMR voice. Say Christchurch. It's the TCH next to each other. In my accent, we'd say Christchurch. We don't have that sound in California. So Christchurch. There we go. Next question. Ooh, this is a toughie. What is the main religion of Sri Lanka? Because there's two big religions in Sri Lanka. Which one is the largest, basically? What's the main religion of Sri Lanka? I guess it's not that hard, but it is Buddhism. There you go, Titan. Just throw them all in there and you'll get it. Buddhism. Hinduism is widely practiced in the north where the Tamil people live, but Buddhism throughout the rest of the island. How about a picture? In what sea is this person floating? In what sea is this person floating? I can't see the chat. There we go. In what sea is this person floating? The Israel or Jordan. It's one or the other. Very good, you guys. Next question. What nearly annual 5-day music festival takes place near Bilton in Somerset, England? What big music festival is held near Bilton in Somerset, England? Like the biggest music festival that I know of that's like recurring in England. Not like Live Aid or anything, but recurring music festival in Somerset, England. Does anyone know what it's called? If I say, like, it says near Bilton, because if they say the name of the town that it's in, it's the same name as the festival. It's like Coachella. Is it Coachella? You know? So the name of the town that this festival is held in is the name of the festival. So I can't tell you what town it's in, but it is in Somerset, England, near Bilton. Any guesses? It's a fun one. There's been some legendary performances. Oh gosh. Like all the greats. I think David Bowie's performed at it. I would say Black Sabbath had a crazy show. Fear knows it. Fear's here. What is it, Fear? What is the nearly annual 5-day music festival that takes place near Bilton in Somerset, England? Fear doesn't have the name. It's like kind of like the closest thing to Woodstock that still exists. Like, Fear just watched videos about it. No, what's it called? There's no A, B, and C, so I can't give you options. How about it starts with the letter G? G is in gorilla. It starts with the letter G. Does that help? It is Glastonbury. There you go, JD. It is Glastonbury. The big Glastonbury Music Festival. Next question. The silver fern motif is associated with which country, featured on its coat of arms, as well as on the uniforms of many of its sports teams? So what country is the silver fern associated with? Valerian got it. It's New Zealand. Correct. The answer is New Zealand. Next question. Bengal, Siberian, and Malayan are subspecies of which large Asian animal? So which animal comes in Bengal, Siberian, and Malayan? Veer got it. It's the tiger. The tiger. Beautiful, beautiful animals, right? Oh, here's for whoever watched my Catherine the Great video. Catherine the Great was the ruler of which country in the 18th century? I mean, even if you haven't seen it, you probably know it, because it's kind of easy. What country did Catherine the Great rule over in the 18th century? France or Italy? Way off here. Way off. You gotta go. There you go. Russia. There you go. There you go. It is Russia. She ruled over Russia. And if you like the sound of my whispers, I did a whispered video about Catherine the Great like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So it's a fast whisper, so I'm talking like this. It's pretty fast, but if you're into that kind of thing, then you would enjoy the Catherine the Great video. Some people don't like the fast, and I get it, but I like the fast whispers. Next question. On which continent would you find the Zambezi River? On which continent would you find the Zambezi River? The Zambezi River. Titan got it. It is Africa. Correct. It is in southern Africa. I hear the rain. It sounds so nice. Zambia and Zimbabwe. Correct. Zambia is named after the Zambezi River. So you'll never forget where it is. It's next to Zambia. Next question. A food that I love. Fondue is a national dish of which European country? Which country's national dish is fondue? Which is absolutely tasty. It is Switzerland. Titan got it first. The answer is Switzerland. Delicious. I don't know if they have it in, surely they do, but chocolate fondue is also amazing, but regular fondue is perfect as well. Easy question for you guys. What is the capital of Cuba? Or Cuba, as they would say. In American English, we say Cuba for whatever reason. And fear got it. It is, my goodness, I'm so sorry. It is Havana. Yes, Havana is the capital of Cuba. Or Havana, as they would say. In American English, we say Havana. And I have no idea why. Kind of like how the state I live in is pronounced Nevada, but in any other part of the world it's pronounced Nevada. Like, hey, on ma'am. Oh no ma'am. Okay. I thought it was like nom nom. Oh no ma'am is singing Havana. La Habana. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, moving on to how bizarre American English is. What is, a Siberian question. What is the name of the people indigenous to northern Sweden, Norway, and Finland, many of whom are nomadic reindeer herders? And fear got it, the Sami peoples are various Scandinavians here getting it correct. The Sami. Next question. What is the most widely spoken language in Argentina? Now this one's kind of easy, but don't forget that there are many, many languages spoken in Argentina. The answer is Spanish. Fear got it first, but I think Italian would be second. Oh no ma'am, that's a good guess. It's kind of like America, where so many immigrants from so many countries have come to that country that there's just so many languages spoken there. But Spanish is the most spoken language. And Guarani, yes. And German, yes. Lots of languages spoken in Argentina. I'm pretty sure Italian's the second most spoken language. Next question. Native to Indonesia, cinnamon is a spice obtained from what part of the cinnamomum tree? Yeah, Messi speaks Spanish, but he's technically Italian ancestry. That is true. And Titan got it. It's the tree bark. It comes from the bark of the tree. Cinnamon is delicious. Next question. Famed for its amusement parks, Coney Island is a beach neighborhood of which U.S. city? So in what U.S. city can you find Coney Island? I don't think you guys can hear the rain outside, but it sounds great. In what U.S. city can you find Coney Island? And fear got it, it's New York City, correct? It is on the Sea of New York City. Next question. In what country would you find the ruins of the ancient Karnak temple complex? Where would you find, in what country, the temple of Karnak? It is in Egypt. Good job, Fear. You can find it in Egypt. Oh, I remember asking this question in a live stream and nobody knew it. So I'm kind of worried. Sudan also has pyramids, correct, but Karnak is not a pyramid, it's a temple complex. There are no pyramids in Karnak. Alright, so let's see how you guys do with this one, because like I said, nobody knew this when I last asked it in a live. The Thai island of Khao Ping Kong is commonly known by what name after its appearance in a 1970s film? So these islands appeared in a film in the 70s, and now they're commonly known by, it's like a movie franchise, like there's multiple movies in it, and these islands featured heavily in one of the movies in this franchise. Can you guess what it was? And now the island is called Blank Island after the movie franchise. Any guesses? Remember, it's the 1970s, so not Lara Croft. But if I give you a hint, I would give it away. Yeah, from the 70s. Not Indiana Jones, Valerian, good guess. That was more in the 80s. In the 1970s. It's a film franchise that is still ongoing, I should say. They've been making movies since, like, I want to say the late 1950s, and there are still movies in this franchise coming out. So not Star Wars. Although that would be pretty cool. The main Star Wars island is in Ireland, and not Star Trek. That's also a very good guess. But not Star Trek. It's not a sci-fi franchise, let's put it that way. It's not a sci-fi franchise. But yeah, when I think of Star Trek, I think of San Francisco. Because of Star Trek 4. Valerian got it. It's 007. It's known as James Bond Island. James Bond Island, I think it was Diamonds Are Forever they filmed there, I want to say. Not positive though, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But moving on. Good job, Valerian the Black Dread. Next question. According to the proverb, all roads lead to what city? All roads lead to blank. What city do all roads lead to? An ancient proverb. I can't tell you what culture it's from because that would definitely give it away. Rome. There you go, Veer. All roads lead to Rome. Because in the Roman Empire, all roads did lead to Rome, like literally, and now it's like a figurative statement. All roads lead to Rome. Next question. The flags of the US, UK, France, and Australia are all combinations of what 3 colors? What 3 colors are on the flags of the US, the UK, France, and Australia? And Veer got it. It's red, white, and blue. Red, white, and blue. So many other countries are also red, white, and blue, but those are good examples, I suppose. Red, white, blue. Union Jack, that's true. Next question. What is the currency of Canada? What is the currency of Canada? What is the name that? There you go. I'm going to give that to Veer because you have to be specific. It's Canadian dollars. Not just dollars, but Canadian dollars. They are dollars that you cannot use in the US or Australia or any other country that uses dollars because they are Canadian dollars. Correct. The Canadian dollar. Yeah, that's why I said I give it to Veer because can means Canada. So Veer gets that one. Titan was close though. Next question. What is the only major city in Australia not located on the coast? Major city, so don't say Alice Springs, because that's like the tiniest of the cities of Australia, but what's the only major city in Australia not located on the coast? Oh, you've been there, apparently. question. What body of water separates Britain from Ireland? What body of water separates Britain from Ireland? And don't forget, this is an informal hangout chat, so feel free to ask questions and stuff. The Irish Sea is the answer. Very good. Fear. The answer is the Irish Sea. Fear, are you going to come brag next trivia night that you're champion of the surprise whisper stream? Although everyone else is getting really good questions too. You're all doing great. Titan, Valerian, JD. Everyone else was here before. You're all doing awesome. It just fear comes the most often. Anyway, moving on. Next question. The cities of Seville, Granada, Cordoba, and Cadiz can all be found in which southern region of Spain? Yeah, Valerian started last official trivia stream, but I'm sure you'll be at many more. Oh, you won't be there, Fear. That's okay. I'll do that every week, so I'll always be here even when there's no school. So in what region of Spain can you find Seville, Granada, Cordoba, and Cadiz? Well, it's... Don't say Iberia, because that's all of Spain and Portugal. That's a bit broad. Because Spain has different regions. So what region would you find those cities? It's the southern region. Any guesses? Any guesses? There's quite a few regions of Spain. This one starts with the letter A, as in apple. A. It starts with the letter A. Any guesses? My back's getting really stiff, that's why I'm adjusting so often. I didn't realize I've been on here for almost 2 hours, too. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Balerion. I'm glad you're... literally, I was watching Game of Thrones right before the last trivia stream, and they're talking about Balerion the Black Dread, and then I come on stream, and here's Balerion the Black Dread. It's so funny. JJ's here. Good morning. Hi, JJ. Good to see you. We are playing some trivia, and I know, JJ, you asked where to get this book, and no cheating on trivia nights, okay? But our current question is, the cities of Seville, Granada, Cordoba, and Cadiz can all be found in which southern region of Spain? For Titan, it's 1 in the afternoon. Sounds nice. That's probably when I'll be waking up. JJ doesn't have the book yet. That's okay. It's a fun book. I'm glad I got it. And I'm excited because part 2 comes out in, 3 weeks? I'm gonna pre-order it once I get paid. So, Catalonia is a good guess. It is not Catalonia. It is Andalusia. There you go, Fear. The answer is Andalusia. Let's see. Alright. This is a multiple choice question, and A, B, and C. That's okay, Fear. Ooh, that was a big squeak. My poor chair is getting tired, like my back. Anyway. Which of these countries celebrates New Year first? Is it A, Japan, B, New Zealand, or C, Australia? Which country celebrates New Year's first? We've got Japan, we've got B, we've got C. Wow, everyone's answering differently. Go ahead and put in your guess, and I will tell you which one is correct. The options are Japan, New Zealand, and Australia. And the answer is New Zealand. So congrats to those who got it correct. It is B, New then people would just type in A, B, C. So, like, come on now. Anyway, moving on. Next question. Oh, this is an either or. Which is further north, Rome or New York? Which is further north, Rome or New York? Rome or New York? Yes, JJ, it is 4 in the morning. I started this just after 2 o'clock, and now it's 4 o'clock. Whoops. I was planning on filming, but it's storming outside, and it's like, it gets really loud, so Titan says New York, JJ says New York. What do you guys think? It's an either or, so everyone can participate. It's either Rome or New York. Which city is farther north? Valerian says Rome. Yes. Which city is farther north, Rome or New York? Titan's looking at a map, apparently. Fear says Rome. Valerian says Rome. JJ and Titan say New York. The answer is Rome. Let me see what it says in the book, because sometimes in questions like these, it will describe like why the answer is that way. Let's see what it says. Strange as it may seem, it's Rome that has a latitude of 41.90 degrees north compared to 40.73 degrees north for New York. So Rome is just slightly further north than New York. Isn't that wild? Next question. What is the largest island in Africa? What is the largest island in Africa? This one's a little easy, I think. Let's see who gets it first. VR got it first. It is Madagascar. Correct. The answer is Madagascar. The official language is Malagasy. Good job, Titan. Or, as they would pronounce it, Malagas. Because the SY makes an SH sound in Malagasy, but in English we'd say Malagasy. Complicated. Home of the I. Yes, the very strange I. Which, I don't know if anyone here's played the new Pokemon game, but they have a new Pokemon based on the I. It's called Grafaiai. It's cute, but weird looking, just like an I. Next question. As specified in the book of Genesis, what mode of transport was 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high? I think, like, I've never read the Bible. I don't know much about Christianity, but this one's kind of easy. JJ got it first. It is Noah's Ark. The Ark, correct. The answer is Noah's Ark. Next question. What is the largest river in the world in terms of the volume of water that it carries? If you had to read parts of the Bible for school. Thankfully, I'm in America where that's like not allowed in public school. Valerian got it. It's the Amazon. Correct. The Amazon is the biggest in terms of the volume of water. The Amazon is massive in that respect. Do you guys hear all the sirens outside? It's like non-stop. I think it's because there's a very long major road near where I live. There's a ring road that goes around Reno, and I live kind of near it. So I think, like, when the sirens are in the distance, I can hear it, like, for ages. I'm glad you can't hear it, because it's been going for, like, 2 minutes now. I think as they come down the ring road, I just hear him all the way down. Let's see. Next question. Ooh, this is a food I like. This is a 2-part question also. in every stew. You need stock. Shrimp, yeah, I'll give that to JJ. It's a seafood stew or a seafood dish, it says. You have to have seafood in it, at least shrimp or like crawfish or something to make it gumbo. It is a seafood and it's from Louisiana and it's so good. Wow. Oh, I erased the answer to this in the quiz book. Why did I do that? Let me double check the answer, because I think this was a trick question and I got upset and erased it. Oh, this book is funny. Oh, okay. Got it. The question is, what is Africa's most dangerous animal? It's really terrible what they're doing because it's a trick question. What is Africa's most, I'm going to say, the most deadly creature in Africa? The deadliest creature in Africa. I know that. Okay, here's what they did in the book. Because the next question says, what is Africa's most dangerous large animal? And that is the hippo. The hippo kills more people than any other large animal. So, I'll say, what is Africa's deadliest creature? I'll put it that way. Yeah, hippo is the most dangerous large animal, so I give that to Fear. But what is the most dangerous creature in Africa that kills the most people out of any other, even more than hippos? I also love hippos. I think they're adorable. I think they're so cute. JD got it. It's the mosquito. The mosquito. They shouldn't have said most dangerous animal because I think deadliest makes more sense because more people have died from malaria and mosquito transmitted diseases than from any other animal in Africa. I see why I got upset and erased it. Yeah, I hate mosquitoes too. They're the worst. They are horrible. Thankfully, I'm one of those people. I don't know what it is, but I just like don't get mosquito bites. But my sister will be like covered in mosquito bites, and I'll have maybe like one. If we like go out somewhere, there's just something about me. I don't know. I don't get a lot of mosquito bites, but I hate them so much. They're the worst. Moving on. Living vampires, yes. And also where we grew up is the West Nile virus capital of the world. Like more people contract West Nile virus in the East Bay of San Francisco than along the West Nile. So like it's like a really horrible flu that it can be deadly to like the very, very young and very, very elderly. Thankfully I never got it, but I was always very worried. Come to Finland in the summer. You'll have an experience from hell. Oh no, that's terrible. Iceland doesn't have mosquitoes. They have the bootleg version. And in Croatia, it's even worse. They keep biting you. Ah, that's terrible. It's making me itch. I'm getting like phantom itches. My goodness. I know every continent in the world has mosquitoes, including Antarctica. There are so many sirens. What's going on outside? I hope there's not like a big car accident or something in the rain. Moving on from the mosquitoes. Next question. Hi, Carly Jane. Welcome to Whispered Surprise Trivia. The historic water pageant known as the Regatta Storica takes place on the Grand Canal of which European city? Oh, I forgot that my laptop's not plugged in. How much? It's at 26%. Okay, that's fine. And JJ got it. It's in Venice. Thanks, Carly. You will find the regatta in Venice. Correct. Let's see, next question. A major New York tourist attraction. What does MoMA stand for? What does MoMA stand for? Not ricotta, it's a regatta. Like regal regatta. And Fear got it first. It's the Museum of Modern Art. MoMA. Yes, MoMA. Anyway, moving on. Alright. This is a multiple choice. Oh, you know what? Blérion, the Metropolitan Museum of Arts, is just called the Met. The Met. The MoMA is the Museum of Modern Art, but the Met has all the classical stuff. Good guess, though. Which of these cities has the largest population? Is it A, Sydney, Australia, B, Singapore, or D, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia? Which one has the largest population? A, B, or C? JD and Veer and Blérion say Singapore. Titan says Kuala Lumpur. JJ says Kuala Lumpur. Go ahead and throw in your guess, and I'll let you know who's right. Yeah, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, says Titan. The answer is Kuala Lumpur has a larger population than Sydney and Singapore. Hi Laura, good to see you. Yes, it's a surprise live in the middle of the day UK time, correct? Welcome. It's a surprise live. I figure I should do some other late night whispered lives when I'm up for it, when I'm actually awake. I don't know why I'm so awake. Like, I don't know, because usually I'm fast asleep by this time, but I'm like 95% awake. Yes. Surprise live, you never know. I just pop in the middle of the night. Anyway, next question. Oh, and this you have to be specific. What is the world's largest species of marsupial? What is the world's largest species of marsupial? Put on my fast link. What is the world's largest species of marsupial? Now, Laura says kangaroo, which is correct, but it is a certain kind of kangaroo, and JD got it. It's the red kangaroo. It is much larger because there are tiny kangaroos. So they need the red kangaroo is the answer. Good job, JD. The red kangaroo. Man. Something about my lips and the bottoms of my feet have been flaking so bad lately. Veer, I do not know why you said capybara, but that's cute. I don't think they are marsupials, they're just rodents too. But they are very big. They are the world's largest rodent. Maybe that's where you got it mixed up. But yeah, capybaras are the largest rodents. Red kangaroos are the largest marsupials. Next question. The crookedest street in the world, which includes a steep section boasting 8 hairpin turns on one block. Lombard Street is a tourist attraction in which U.S. city? So in what city can you find Lombard Street, the crookedest street in the world? And JJ got it. It is San Francisco. Correct. When I lived there, I've driven down Lombard Street, but not the block where the zigzaggies are. And not because I'm afraid of it. There's a lot of treacherous roads in San Francisco. But that street is crawling with tourists. And tourists get run over all the time. Like they get their feet run over trying to take pictures of the cars. So I've always avoided that part of Lombard Street for that reason. I'm not afraid to drive down the crooked street. I don't want to hit any tourists. Yes, Blérion, it's been in like a million movies. It's a road that literally looks like this. And there are houses on it. It's a residential street. People actually live on that street, and I can't imagine Prime Minister of India. Next question. Oh, I wrote the wrong answer here, but I know the right answer. The Iron Lady of India, correct. What is the name of the mountain range beginning with A that stretches across much of North Africa? I wrote the wrong answer in my book, but I know what it is now. Not the Andes and the coast of North Africa. It is the Atlas Mountains. There you go, Balerion. I wrote Appalachian, which is in North America. I think I just didn't see the Africa part, but it's the Atlas Mountains is the one they want. North Africa, not North America. Let's see if I can get this picture in here. I'll give you guys a picture question. It says, what ancient wonder is this? There we go. What ancient wonder is this? Sorry for the shaky hands. I have Tourette's and I shake all the time. What ancient wonder is this? Any guesses? Any guesses? What ancient wonder is this? I'm trying not to show the answer. And show you the next question. It is in Peru. It's so blurry. Yeah. Let me show you again. I don't think I can because my hands are so shaky sometimes. There we go. It's Machu Picchu. There you go, Titan. It's Machu Picchu. Sorry, sometimes my hands just shake. I've been to a specialist to make sure it's not early onset Parkinson's, and it's not, thankfully. It's just a symptom of my Tourette. Sometimes when I hold things, my hands just start uncontrollably shaking. So my hands didn't like holding that up for you guys. I'm sorry. But thankfully, I was worried that I had Parkinson's, but it's not, according to the specialist that I saw. Okay, moving on. A sports question. El Clásico is a football match between which two teams? El Clásico is a football match between which two teams? I do not know this because I don't follow football enough, but Balerion got it. It's Real Madrid and Barcelona. Correct. Real Madrid and Barcelona. Is there a lot of rivalry between those two teams? I assume so. Don't worry if you're, it's okay. Alright. Yeah, like I know enough about football, but not like I'm on like a basic level of football knowledge, but not much more than that. But yeah, moving on. I'm gonna give you guys an A, B, and C because it's a number question. It says, Africa takes up roughly how much of the world's total land area? Is it A, 10%, B, 20%, or C, 30%? How much of Africa takes up the world? How much world is taken up by Africa? Fear says B, Laura says C, JJ says 30%, Titan says C. No, Laura, that's why I don't ask these questions on my big trivia nights because people just put every answer. No, you have to pick one. Pick one and you're done. Laura, your answer is C, okay? That's what you put first. C, there you go. So it was A, 10%, B, 20%, or C, 30%. I see mostly C's. 30% seems like so much. Well, Africa is a big place. What do you think, Veer? Veer put B. ASMR channel that read like all the Beatrix Potter books, like the Little Tale of Peter Rabbit books and all that. Because she wrote actual like long form books about little animals being sweet. So, there's the train. I love Beatrix Potter books. They're so endearing and so charming. Let's see. Next question. There's train and sirens now. Next question. Roe, red, fallow, sika, and sambar are all species of what sort of animal found throughout the Americas and Eurasia? So the type of animal comes in roe, red, fallow, sika, and sambar. And Laura got it first. It is deer. The answer is deer. Next question, a sports question. The leader of the Tour de France wears what color jersey? What color does the Tour de France leader wear? What color does the leader of the Tour de France wear? The person in first place at that time of the race. What color do they wear? Not blue. This is like one of the few sports questions that I know. There we go. Laura got it. It's yellow. They wear bright, bright yellow when they're in the lead in the Tour de France. It's kind of cute how they all have different pattern jerseys, meaning different things throughout the race. I think that's very clever. Next question. If you were attending a concert in Carnegie Hall, in what city would you be in? Yeah, exactly. Everyone can see them if they're wearing bright yellow. You got it, Laura. Good guess. What city would you be in if you were at Carnegie Hall? Where would you find Carnegie Hall? What city? It's not Pittsburgh. Pretty close though, you're in the right part of the world. The train is trying to give you a hint. It is New York City. There you go, Veer. The answer is New York City. Next question. The Great Barrier Reef, the world's largest coral reef system, lies off the coast of which country? Oh, like Carnegie Mellon. That's a good point, Veer. Very clever. It is Australia. Daryl's here. Daryl guessed Wales, even though Daryl knows that's very, very wrong. But the answer is Australia, and Veer got it first. Veer's been there. That's so cool. Oh no, you got seasick. I'm sorry. Hey, Daryl. The comedian is here. Daryl's here. He's gonna give us all the funny answers. Next question. The Chinese-American architect I.M. Pei designed a glass pyramid in 1989 for the courtyard of which famous museum? I mean, that's very specific. I can't give you any more hints than that. It is the Louvre. I'll give that to Veer. The answer is the Louvre. When I took French 1, I was like 14, right? One of our first assignments was thanks, Daryl, you got it. One of our first assignments was to write a brief biography about a famous French person who was still alive. And I did I.M. Pei because they were still alive at the time. And I got a 0 on it because I.M. Pei was not from France. Whoops. I thought I wanted to pick a person no one else was gonna pick. Whatever. I learned a lot about I.M. Pei, but apparently not that, like, I thought it was just like, it didn't have to be from France, like just relevant to France, but they had to be from France. Whatever. I'm not still bitter about it. What is the national animal of India? And our resident Indian got it. Valerian got it. It is the tiger. The tiger is the national animal. Titan studied German. The Bengal tiger, to be specific. Yes, the type of tiger that lives in India. Studying German would be cool. The only options in my high school were French and Spanish, and everyone was taking Spanish. And I took French because I did ballet, and learning French helped me learn like all the ballet terms. It was very, very, very helpful. But now I'm kind of wishing I took more Spanish. Like, I'm so glad I took French. But I wish that I could have learned a lot more Spanish, Let's see. Daryl did German. Veer studied Swedish, English, French, and German. JD's only options were Italian and Japanese. I would have definitely picked Japanese. Carly Jane did German and French. Cow is the holy animal. Holy cows is Valerian. Titan studying Hungarian. Good luck. Hungarian is so difficult. Daryl is trying to learn Greek. Wow. That's not as hard as Hungarian. Laura says you could only take French, and I like French, but I've tried teaching myself Italian and Spanish as an adult. Good for you. Well, Titan says it's not hard if you're Hungarian. Well, yeah, obviously. FC did French and English. Veer wants to learn Spanish. Me too. One of my fears, because I don't know, the retirement plans will increase. Estonian's harder. And Carly speaks a bit of Polish. Polish is also pretty. Polish is really hard to pronounce, I think, but it's one of those that once you get it, right? Same with French. I am like terrified of getting an email from Babbel, the language app, saying like, "Hey, we want to sponsor your video. Like, you get a language course for free." I would be like, I don't know what language to pick. Oh, Titan knows a good chunk of Croatian. Wow, very knowledgeable. Yeah, I don't know what I'd pick. Take Finnish. Maybe, I don't know. Like, I think I would just pick something at random. Because I feel like all the people that have done Babbel sponsorships have done Spanish, and I should do Spanish. But I want to do something like that I'll never use ever. Titan can read Serbian. Well, yeah, isn't Croatian and Serbian kind of like close? No need to learn Finnish. Duo the Owl. Yeah, I tried Duolingo to learn Korean, and it was so difficult. Like, it just seemed like they just threw the words at you, and you had to teach yourself what they meant. And I would rather have it be the other way around, Yeah, like, on one hand, that would be cool if Babbel contacted me for sponsorship because I want to see how their app works. But on the other hand, I don't know what language I would pick to study. I have no idea. Pick something niche, right? Like Fijian or Chinese, like exactly FC. Like, I want to pick something super random, but I don't know what that would be. No idea. But one of my friends has a Duolingo streak in Korean for like 2 years now. She's done Duolingo every single day in Korean for easily like 2 years. And she's pretty good at it, so I don't know. You can Klingon on Duolingo. Yeah, I think you can do like High Valyrian too, and Dothraki. Pretty wild. Pick Welsh, says Daryl, maybe. I have no idea. Alright. Let's get back to trivia, but like I said, this is a trivia hangout, so feel free to just throw in questions like we have so we can chat with each other, because it's fun too. Whenever I do chats like this in the big trivia, like chat or trivia nights, my viewership like tanks. So Laura has a GCSE in Welsh. Oh, you have a GCSE. Okay, I was about to say, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I took French for for 4 years. And I've self-studied Japanese and Korean. And I feel like I'm forgetting one. And some Spanish. But I lived in California, so like you just absorb Spanish. Anyway, next question. A sports question. Which country, Titan, hold on. Which country lost the FIFA World Cup final in both 1974 and 1978? Laura moved to Wales and they were 14 and everyone had to study Welsh. Oh, that's interesting. Which 6 countries border Afghanistan? Titan. Titan is like hyper-focused on countries bordering Afghanistan. It's not England, Veer. Hey, Richard, it wasn't Czechoslovakia. It was not England. It is a European country, though. I'll give you that. It's not Italy. Good guesses, though. Keep going. It's not Brazil. England West. Oh my goodness. It's not Spain. Not France. Not West Germany or regular Germany or Spain. Not Portugal. You guys are just throwing out European countries at this point. Not France, Carly. Not Belgium, Veer, but you're awfully close. Not Ireland. Valerian got it. It's the Netherlands. The Netherlands lost the FIFA World Cup final in 1974 and 1978, back to back. That must be rough. That's okay, JJ. Don't worry. Neither do I. I would have never got this question. Next question. Can you name the 14th century bridge that crosses the Vltava River in Prague and is one of the city's top tourist attractions? Oh my god, Titan, I'm sorry, I forgot to answer your Afghanistan question. I'm sorry. Fear says no. Fear, come on. The 14th century bridge that crosses the Vltava River. Hey, Richard got it. It's the Charles Bridge. Good job, Richard. The answer is the Charles Bridge. Very important bridge in Prague. Next question. Oh gosh, I remember asking this and the chat started arguing with each other. So do not argue. This is correct. I know it. Coffee is believed to have originated in which country? Coffee originated in which country? Not China. Not Bolivia. Let me see, I've got 16% left on my computer. Titan got it. It's Ethiopia. Coffee beans were first used to make coffee in Ethiopia. Now, the problem is that the practice spread to what's now Kenya. And Kenya has a huge coffee industry. If you drink Starbucks coffee, those beans came from Kenya. But it started in what's now Ethiopia. It exported to Yemen over the Gulf of Aden, and it exploded over there in Yemen. And then the Yemeni traders sent it up to places like Italy, where it exploded again. So people were like, no, it started in Yemen. No, it started in Italy. No, it started in Ethiopia. No, it started in Kenya. And I'm like, guys, it started in Ethiopia, okay? I'm right. JJ's allergic to coffee, my goodness. Everyone's allergic to something. I'm allergic to radishes. Yeah, don't argue about coffee, Laura. I agree. It started in Ethiopia. That's pretty much a fact. It started in Ethiopia. Moving on. Next question. Others told me Somalia. Exactly. It started in what's now Ethiopia. It spread to other parts of Africa. says he's allergic to children. Next question. What was the name of the ship on which a famous mutiny took place near Tahiti in 1787? This one's kind of easy, I think. The Bounty. Good job, JJ. It's the Bounty. Correct. Mutiny on the Bounty. Next question. In 1610, what Italian astronomer and scientist became the first person to observe Jupiter through a telescope, discovering the planet's 4 largest moons in the process? And Daryl got it. It's Galileo. Guys, Daryl got one. It's Galileo. Good job, Daryl, and everyone else. It's Galileo. Next question. I remember when I asked this too. No one got this one. He actually saw Neptune too, Titan. Wow. Daryl, stop. That's pretty cool. He saw Neptune. That's wild. Mamma mia, let me go, says Lord. Right. Galileo. Anyway. Next question. And like I said, no one got this in my last chat. I had to give the answer. So let's see how smart you guys are. Followers of the Islamic Mevlevi order in Konya, Turkey, are more commonly known by what name? A reference to how they spin around while performing their ceremonies. That's not funny, that's sick, says Little have no clue the way soccer's played. Not funny. You should learn. Soccer's actually a really cool sport. It's the same rules as hockey, also. Daryl saw Saturn's rings through a telescope, so did I. It's really neat. It's not sunny. It's a specific order of Islam that I think is a branch of. No. I just blanked on it, but it's not Sunni or Shiite. It's the mythical one, the mystical one. Shoot. What's it called? They practice it in like that corner of the world, like Turkey, Egypt. Unicorn, stop. Sufism. It's a branch of Sufism. That's the word I'm looking for. So these people practice Sufism, but specifically these people of the Mevlevi order in Konya are commonly known by another name because they spin around while they pray. They spin in circles. It's not Zoroastrianism, JJ. They spin in circles while they pray. So they've got a certain nickname from that. Do we know what it's called? Not all white. I can't get any more specific than that. It's a branch of Sufism. Hey, JD got it. The whirling dervishes. That's what they're called. The whirling dervishes, because they spin around while they pray. Like a whirling dervish. Exactly. Alright. Like, I couldn't describe it more detailed than that. Moving on. Next question. If you were flying from the USA to Italy, using airports with the codes BOS and FLR, which 2 cities would you be flying between? So basically, which airport codes are BOS and FLR? BOS and FLR. It's not Rome. You guys got the Boston, but Rome is not FLR. Boston and Valerian got it. It's Florence. It's Titans playing FIFA. Boston to Florence is the answer. Good job, Valerian. Next question. Found in warm seas across the world, What is the world's largest fish? Oh, it's not FIFA. I thought it was, sorry, I didn't know. FS, what's FS 2020? I don't know. Oh, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Flight Simulator. Oh, that's pretty cool title. Laura got it. It's the whale shark. The whale shark is the answer. Flight Simulator 2020. No, that makes more sense. I thought it was like FIFA 2020. My bad. Moving on. Next question. The constellation Crux is more commonly known by what two-word name? The constellation Crux is more commonly known as what? Crux. JJ got it. It's the Southern Cross. Correct. The answer is the Southern Cross. I got bubbles. Hold on. Okay. Correct, JJ. Good job. Next question. Okay. In his 30s, the future leader of a major world power, Josef Vissarionovich Chukasvili from Georgia, adopted what new metallic tinged name? It's Stalin. Good job, JJ. The answer is Stalin. I think Josef Vissarionovich Chukasvili was not that imposing. Moving on. Man, I got my lips are so chapped just right here. I don't know why. Moving on. In what Italian city would you find the Uffizi Gallery? In what Italian city would you find the Uffizi Gallery? Fili's typical Georgian. Yeah, it's a pretty stereotypical Georgian name, isn't it? It's not in Milan, Richard and Laura. The Uffizi Gallery, JJ got it. It's in Florence. Yet another Florence question. Carly's gonna go make Sunday dinner. Have a great time cooking, and thank you so much for playing along with us, Carly. All right. Yeah, Daryl, exactly. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, the Southern Cross. Oh my gosh, that's too much. Next question. Hi, Marcus. Thank you so much. Next question. What is the largest country by population that drives on the left? What's the most populous country that drives on the left? It is apparently not Japan. They do drive on the left, but it is India. There you go. Titan got it. The answer is India. You got a new drawing rack, Veer. That's very exciting. That's how you know you're a grown-up, when you get excited over dumb things like that. Let's see. Look at this. Look how basic this quiz is. Yeah, Japan doesn't even have nearly as many people as India. They colored in the countries and they want you to name them. Like, come on. Come on. This is ASMR Geographica. This is Child's Play. Driving on the right feels so wrong, says Daryl. JJ, don't worry, I'm not gonna do it. This is too easy. This is ridiculous. No, driving on the right feels so right, Daryl. You guys are the weird stuff. Yeah, exactly, Veer. It's a no. Does Canada drive on the left? I don't think so. Sweden drove on the left until 1967. Wow. I don't believe that Canada drives on the left. Oh, do they, Titan? Titan knows everything, you guys. Titan's very intelligent about things like this. I've never been to Canada, so I do not know. They switched in 2011. No way. Wow. That's true, North Sky. India is definitely on the way to become the most populated country. see. JJ was saying Canada because I was showing the map and you can see Canada. But yeah, we're not doing this. This is ridiculous. Moving on. That's like kindergarten stuff on ASMR Geographica. Next question. Oh, speaking of easy. Pyongyang is the capital and largest city of which communist-run Asian country? Yeah, India's 1.4 billion people. It's so many people. Laura got it first. It's North Korea. Correct. The answer is North Korea, or appears as DPRK to be more specific, but North Korea in English is the answer. Next question. Nice sweater. Thanks, Marcus. I got pizza sauce on it right here today, but I don't think you could tell. Next question. Found mainly in the Arctic Ocean, what color are beluga whales? Yeah, I don't know how I feel about North Korean tourism. I feel like it's really exploitative. Like 100% of your tourist money goes to the top of North. I don't know. No, Veer got it first. It is white. Beluga whales are bright white, and they're very cute. They're very white. But yeah, we're not going to talk about North Korean tourism. Beluga whale, not sperm whale. Beluga whale, a baby beluga. They are bright white. Next question. Veer, I get it now. Stop. I just clicked that. Stop it. Next question. New York City's theater district is centered on which wide street? New York's theater district is on what street? Richard got it first. It is Broadway. Correct. The answer is Broadway. That's an easy one, but good job. Next question is related. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, the West End is a nickname for the theater district of which European city? In what city you find the West End? And JJ got it first. It is London. I saw Les Mis on the West End and bawled my eyes out like a baby. I cry every time I see Les Mis, but seeing it in London, I was weeping. That was so good. Anyway, moving on. Sports question. In what country was the 2010 FIFA World Cup held? The first time the tournament had been staged on that continent. Where was the 2010 FIFA World Cup held? Titan got it first. It's South Africa. Correct. It was held in South Africa. Zakumi's the mascot. The Vuvuzela. That's where the world got to meet the Vuvuzela. And Shakira's banger of a song that she wrote for FIFA. Or for the World Cup, I should say. Next question. What is the most northerly country where you can see tigers in the wild? Yeah, the Waka Waka song. I love that song. I think it's great. Same with Jungkook's song for the last FIFA World Cup. It's beautiful. And Laura got it correct first. It is Russia. Russia is the most northerly country where you can see tigers in the wild. Yes, JD. Jungkook's my bias in BTS, so I love that he got to sing the FIFA theme song. Next question. We're not getting into BTS. Shylock is a character that features in a Shakespeare play set in which European city? If I said the name of the play, it would give it away. Shylock is a character that features in a Shakespeare play set in which European city? It is Venice. Good job, JJ. The answer is Venice, since it's from The Merchant of Venice. That's Not Funny's taking Still Reserve and Ambient. Well, I hope you get to sleep soon. That should definitely do you in. And watching some live ASMR too. At least I hope so. Next question. In the early 20th century, over 3,250 kilometers of fences were built in Western Australia to stop the spread of which animal? Why did they build all these fences to stop the spread of what animal? Not kangaroos. Hey, Jazz is here and got it right. It's rabbits. It was to stop the spread of rabbits. All good guesses, though. Next question. Wasn't there a war with ostriches? Yes. That's not what they're talking about, though. Next question. Ketch, cutter, sloop, and junk are all types of what form of transport? Ketch, cutter, sloop, and junk. The emu war, not ostriches, but emus, yes. And Laura got it, it's boats. Those are all forms of boats. You guys, can I tell you about the dream I had that I was on the Titanic? Can I tell you about the dream where I was on the Titanic? Oh, I'm gonna tell it to you anyway. Yeah, I forgot to. Laura, don't worry. What are the odds of winning a fight against a kangaroo? Not good. Those things will mess you up. Okay, so I dreamed that, first of all, I rarely ever dream that I'm me in my dreams. I'm always a different person. So there was no heartthrob. In this dream, I was some guy. I don't know. I was male. And I realized I was on the Titanic. And I felt the ship go front and back like this. It was rocking to the point where I was almost vertical. And I was panicking. And I thought, let me go up to the bridge to see like what they say. Because like I knew what was happening. Like I knew the ship was sinking. And I thought, let me go see what they say. If I ask them, is the ship okay? Because it's rocking back and forth. So I go up to the bridge, and Mr. Andrews, the guy that made the Titanic, who designed it, he was there chilling with all these other guys. They're just hanging out. And I'm like, hey, is everything okay on the ship? And they're like, yeah, it's fine, don't worry. And they're all kind of like, oh, yeah, whatever. My computer's dying, so if it cuts out, I'm sorry. And I was like, wow, these guys are liars. They're terrible. I thought after I woke up, like maybe it was like a conspiracy, that they're part of the conspiracy that the Titanic was sunk on purpose for insurance reasons. But anyway, my next thought was, let me go down to the steerage, to the third class, and try to help people get out. So I run down like all these stairs to get there, and people are panicking, like the water's coming in, the ship's still rocking, and I'm trying to direct people back to where I came from. And then the power went out, and everyone was like screaming and panicking. You could hear the water rushing. I was like, oh my god, like what have I done? I'm trapped in the bottom of the Titanic while it's sinking. And then I woke up, and like immediately I woke up in bed and was like, okay, well, first of all, the water was calm that night, so it absolutely would not have been rocking whatsoever. It tilted, but it wasn't rocking, right? Number two, Mr. Andrews was a hero. He saved lives on the Titanic. He would have never been that disrespectful. And then I was like, and third, the power didn't go out until right before the ship sank. So, like, why would the power go out at that point? That would not have happened. And I was really upset that my dream was very historically inaccurate. Yeah, true, Daryl. Like, why would I have gone to the steerage? Why would I have done that? I saw it in the theaters too, North Sky. I loved it. Yeah, it was really scary at the time. My computer has 1% left, so I didn't think I'd be